Welcome to the first episode of Recollecting Retro, a show dedicated to all things old in the world of video games. Today, we're going to go to 3 different local retro game stores. I'm going to be peeling through all of their games and picking out a few things and then going over them with you at the end of the video. So if that sounds interesting, enjoy the show. What's going on, everybody? We're on our way to RLA Games. It's in a mall. It's a shop for sure. I enjoyed this store quite a bit. This is where I bought my SNES and where I bought my PS1 and I bought my first retro games. So it does hold a little bit of a special place in my heart. There's a change of plans though. We had to pivot. We were going to go to 2 different stores and now we're heading to RLA and We Buy Games Amelia. They're a little bit out of the way, but it's always worth the trip because there's a bunch of stores in that area. There's 3 total stores. We're going to 2 today. I'm looking for the same shit I'm always looking for. We got Dreamcast games. We got PS1 games. We're looking for GameCube stuff. Trying not to break the bank today. This is being shot before Torg, which is where things are going to get really crazy when it comes to the spending, probably. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna take you through the store. We're gonna peel through everything, see what they got, and then we're gonna go through what we bought today. It's gonna be fun. So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? We're going to the Eastgate Mall. Oh my goodness, here we are. There's game stores in here. There's multiple game stores actually, but
There's Spencer's?
I don't think so. There's a Hot Topic though. I know that. If you're not going into Hot Topic every single time you're in a mall, I don't know what's wrong with you. They got shirts in there, man. You don't know what you're gonna find. They got anime. They got video games. They got it all. We're here at RLA Games. we're gonna go shopping. We're gonna buy some stuff. We're gonna see what they got. Let's go. Okay, so we're starting at the PS2 section, and in most stores, almost every store, you have your stuff that's out on the shelves, but they have the expensive, the really sought after stuff in the boxes. So we're gonna start in the PS2 section. We're gonna look around here. It doesn't seem like they got a lot of what I'm looking for, but we got Ant Bully on the PlayStation 2, and that's a quality title right there. We got 24 the game. Me and my grandfather used to watch 24 late at night when I was sleeping over at my grandparents' house. So that's interesting. Buzz, the trivia game. I've never played this one, but I am interested in playing it at some point in my life. But I've also heard of this Ark the Lad game. I don't think I'm gonna buy this, but who's this developed by? Let's find out. I can't find the developer, but it looks like some sort of JRPG, tactical JRPG of some kind, but we're gonna pass on that. We got the Getaway down here. They do wrap all their games here. We got GTA 3, but yeah, I don't think Red Faction 2. That's interesting. $10, maybe. It feels complete in box. That might be an interesting one, but we're gonna pass on that for now. PS3 over here. There's not a lot of PS3 games that I'm really looking for at this point. So I got a lot of the big heavy hitters. I got all the Motor Storm games. I got the Ratchet and Clanks that are exclusive to this. I'm looking for Silent Hill games right now. Just beat Silent Hill 2. I know that there's one on the PS3 that I'm interested in, but for now we're gonna pass on that. Let's go to the boxes, okay? So when you come over here, oh, here we go. This is what I'm talking about here. Silent Hill 3 for $200. Okay, I am rather interested in that after playing Silent Hill 2. That is quite pricey though. So but that's definitely interesting. They got a lot of Silent Hill games here. We got Silent Hill 4 The Room and Shattered Memories. We got Fatal Frame 3. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. These are tantalizing titles. I'm not gonna lie, but I think I might have to pass on those today. But we got Lunar. That's coming to the modern consoles right now. They're making remakes of that currently. But that is interesting. What do we got over here? Let's check out the Nintendo titles. I still am looking for Mario on the NES, but I think we're gonna pass on that today probably. Metroid Prime Trilogy, that's interesting. Definitely interested in that. Coraline. I don't know why Coraline is so gosh darn expensive, but it does fascinate me. I am interested in it just because it is apparently rare, but I don't know why Coraline on the Wii is a rare title. Oh, we got Gale of Darkness, XD Gale of Darkness for $200. that is how much that cost. That Gale of Darkness, it's one of those that, like, for the right price, the right time, I am interested in buying it, but, like, I don't know if that's today. We're gonna find out. Just got the Wii U. I already own Xenoblade Chronicles X, Monster Hunter 3. I already own Color Splash. I own all of these games, basically. So, no, I don't think so.
No Mario and Sonic?
No, Mario, we already got so many gosh darn Mario and Sonic games on the Wii that I feel like it's getting a little crazy. What is Fortune Street? If you're in the comments, it looks like a Mario. There's Dragon Quest characters in here. What do we got going on there? There's a lot going on there that I'm fascinated by, but that is interesting. I might need to look more into that game. I kind of want to go $349 for Shattered Memories. That's wild. I don't know what that usually goes for, but that is crazy right there. Okay, I think I've decided what I'm gonna go with here. Okay, yeah. All right, package secured. We got what we're looking for. We bought 2 items. We'll go over it when we get back. Was the damage pretty bad? Yes, I bought a very exciting title, but the price was right. It looked quite good in condition-wise. So we'll go over it when we get back, but you'll have to wait for later in the video. It's gonna be fun. All right, we're heading to the next store. We Buy Games Amelia. Usually if I go to the first store, I try to keep it tame because I know I'm going to go to the second one. Want to kind of have a little bit more leeway to go crazy in the second store with something to buy. But this is the first episode of Recollecting Retro. Like we're gonna go all out for the fans, for the people. So I spent a little bit of a bag in that first store. I'll spend a bag in the second one if necessary. But we're gonna see how it goes. I really love this store. It's small. It has like a nice little vibe to it. Usually not a lot of people in there, but they got a bunch of retro stuff. This really cool like TV with the like retro TV with the PS3 hooked up to it. They're usually playing some movie, some anime, which is a nice vibe when I'm in there. Their prices are really solid, I would say. But we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get when we get in there. So yeah, let's do it. We're here at We Buy Games, second store for the first episode of a Recollecting Retro. You can see my pants for the first time in a very long time. I feel like that's strange. I wore my good jeans today just in case, if people would judge me for wearing sweatpants or joggers or whatever. But I wanted to really show out for the first episode of Recollecting Retro. We're going into We Buy Games Amelia. They have 2 stores. They have one in Cherry Grove as well. We might stop by there after this, but that's for me. That's for me to enjoy, not for you. We're just going into the store for this first episode. Let's check out what they got. Okay, we're here at We Buy Games Amelia. First shelf. We're starting with the big boys, okay? We got the GameCube games back here, but ooh, we got Mario Party 7 for $60. That is interesting. I have 4 and 6. Still need 5 and 7 for the GameCube, but man, GameCube games, as everybody knows, if you collect GameCube, it's just pricey for everything. There's nothing cheap on the GameCube. Kirby's Return to Dreamland. That's interesting. Klonoa. People really love Klonoa, and I've never played one of them, and I am interested in it for sure. Resident Evil 3 on the GameCube. I already own it on the PS1, but we'll think about getting something else at some point. We got some Pokemon games here. Mystery Dungeon for $40. That's interesting. That is interesting. I'm also interested in these titles, but I don't really need them complete in box. Final Fantasy 6 and Final Fantasy 4. Interesting. Let's go down here real fast and highlight one of these titles. This has been here since I've started coming here. Nobody's ever gonna buy this. Clay Fighters. This was a exclusive to Blockbusters. It's $1,499. Nick, you want to pick that up for KOF 64 for the back wall?
Company card?
We got some complete in box NES games here. I am interested a bit in Castlevania 3, but not for complete in box probably, but maybe one day. This is where the good stuff is. We got the PlayStation 2 titles here. We got a bunch of Shadow Hearts titles. I've been interested in them. Wild Arms 5, no manual though. Interesting. Oof. Lots of great JRPGs here. We have Persona 3, the original version. I have Fez already, so I don't think I'm gonna be getting that one. Suikoden 4. Ooh, Konami. That's $40. That's pretty reasonable. I might be picking that bad boy up. We got for $189 another copy of Silent Hill 3. If you were with us from the first one, $109, no manual. If it had a manual, I would be buying that today. I'm all in right now on the Silent Hill franchise in general. Siren. That is interesting. I think that's coming to the PS5, the PlayStation Plus Obscure as well. I think these were titles that were actually in. I think Siren was in Astrobot, which is weird, but I'm interested in it. Atelier, I think I'm saying that right. That's interesting. Lots of great PS2 titles over here. I'm not gonna lie. Suikoden, the original, horrible box art, just ridiculous, but that is interesting. Bust a Groove in the background there. I've almost bought this copy of Star Ocean before, but the case is not fully together, and that's kind of a deal breaker for me. Eyes are on Silent Hill 3, Suikoden 4, Suikoden 1. Interesting. Rhapsody, a musical adventure. I have no idea. Get in the comments if you're a big Rhapsody fan. Let me know, because that does look interesting. Silent Hill Downpour, not complete, not in a box, just a disc. I am interested in that title though. They have it at Game & Groove for a relatively cheap price. Armored Core 2, that's kind of interesting. What do we got here for PS1 games?
Where's Speed Racer?
Right here, baby. We got Speed Racer, Grand Theft Auto Director's Cut. A lot of my hands in this video. Hello. Hello.
A lot of our reflections.
A lot of our reflection. Oh. Hello. That's funny. Okay. Unlike RLA, they do usually have some good titles outside of the box, especially for PS2. I've been looking for Going Commando though for a while. I only have Deadlocked and this came to. Oh, I didn't even know this was on there. Arctic Edge. Interesting.
You got Hot Dog Golf, Connor?
I don't. Where do you see that? Is that the 3? It's always 3. I don't know if there's the other ones. Must be 1 and 2 must be on PS1. Destroy All Humans. This is interesting. It's not complete in box. If it was, I would be interested in that. But do they have Britney's Dance Groove? That is the question. I've almost bought that title multiple times. Do you remember Britney's Dance Groove?
I do. Do you remember iPads?
Yeah, of course.
iPads?
Dude, when we got the what was it? The PlayStation Move, we were rocking the iPad left and right. I've actually been meaning to track pack. What do we got here? We got Avenged Sevenfold. We got Blondie. We got Weezer, El Scorcho, Devo, The Police, Pixies, 9 Inch Nails. I'm 100% buying this right now. I need more. I think the PS2 version is like my favorite way to play it. It's all the response time feels amazing on it. We got a lot of good PS1 games. We got Tekken. Tekken 2. That's a clean copy right there. Let's go look at some SNES, NES games and some N64. What do we got here? We got Turtles. We love us some Turtles here. Paper Mario, $89. I'm interested in that. That is a really clean copy right there. That might be something we pick up potentially. It's on the docket. Got Punch Out. If that didn't have that little line up there, I think I would be more interested in it. But I've wanted Super Punch Out for a while. Haven't picked it up yet. Castlevania 4. Been on a big Castlevania kick ever since Symphony of the Night, so that's interesting there. The Punisher. We got Home Alone. Macaulay Culkin, Brady's brother, right there. 1999. Interesting. Okay. Punch Out. Regular Punch Out. That's a little crusty. I think I'm gonna pass on that one. Every single time I go into a game store, I'm looking for a PSP and I'm looking for a PS Vita, and they never have one. It's really rare right now. This might be a Torg purchase, so by the time you see this video, this might be something that I have acquired. But for now, we're gonna pass on. Look at these Joy-Cons here. That's got to be.
It's Tom Purple.
Yeah, that's some good looking Joy-Cons for sure. These are some clean looking consoles. I do need to pick up a expansion pack at some point so I can play Perfect Dark or Majora's Mask, but or Donkey Kong 64, but I do not own Donkey Kong 64 yet. All right, I think I know what I'm.
All right,
mission accomplished. We had to call a little bit of an audible while we were in the store. I was leaning towards Silent Hill 3, got a little close to it, saw that it had some crusty aspects to the case, had to pass on it, unfortunately. I really just want to play that game right now. Like, honestly, if I bought it, I think I would put it in tonight and start playing it into the PS2. But this is the first episode of Recollecting Retro, the show where we go to stores, we bring you along with us, we go over the hauls, and don't expect this from every episode, but we're going to go to a third store. We're in the area, we're going to go to another We Buy Games, we're going to see how it goes, and we're going to go all out for the first episode. But it's going to be a lot of fun. We have time to kill, so why not? Let's go check it out. All right, we're here at the last We Buy Games. The reason we're going to all three of these stores is this is my usual route, okay? Like, if I'm going to come to this part of town, it's about 30 minutes out from where I live. There's 3 stores in like a 15-minute proximity of each other, so it's nice to be able to hit all 3. Not nice on the wallet, but nice as a fun afternoon activity. Take Laura, we go to a couple plant shops, we go to some game stores, hit some of our favorite places. We Buy Games, one of those places. It's treated me really well in the past, so we're gonna go check out what they got in here, spend some money, have a good time. Let's go buy some games. Okay, we're in the second store now, or the second We Buy Games. I've almost bought this Ogre Battle 64 multiple times. It is quite tantalizing, I'm not gonna lie. $89. It's just a little gross on top, and that's held me back from it. I'm very, if you can't tell, Chad, I'm very particular about exactly what I get. You gotta be patient with collecting. Sometimes you just gotta wait for the right time, the right title to pop out at you. So Ogre Battle, really interesting. You have Conker's Bad Fur Day there, but like look at the label on that. Like, I'm gonna buy Conker's Bad Fur Day once, and only once, and that's it. So I'm gonna hold off on that. Fun thing about the N64, a lot of people just be writing shit. Look at the top of that, Wayne Gretzky hockey. No, the top. There you go. Yeah, you got the title. But you also, I didn't even know Wipeout was on the N64 because that's so associated with PlayStation at this point. It's interesting. Got the SNES titles down here. I already own a lot of these. I recently picked up All Stars for the what a collection. Super Mario World and All Stars, Mario 1, 2, and 3 remade, and Super Mario World. Like, that's just a crazy collection right there. Illusion of Gaia there on the back. That looks quite crisp. Hollywood Video sticker on it and everything. You ever been to Hollywood Video? Do you remember? Yeah, I think I bought Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories at a Hollywood Video back in the day. So there's that. We got some NES titles on here. A little bit disheveled. We have a copy of The Legend of Zelda Adventures of Link, Zelda 2. That's interesting. Mega Man 2, don't have that yet. Dragon Warrior 2, a lot of good NES titles that I'm rather curious about. DuckTales, oh my goodness. Is that crisp? Looks kind of crisp.
That looks pretty crisp.
Yeah, I might be picking that one up for sure. Okay, let's pop on over. Oh, he's following me. Silent Hill 2. Complete in box looks like. It looks like a crispy title. That might be interesting today. Soul Blade by Namco. That looks pretty good. Pretty good up there. Doom on the PlayStation 1 apparently is real freaky. Apparently it's like really like deeper into the horror elements of it. I got a couple of Dot Hack games, a series that I own one of them, but I've never played, but people really bang the drum for the Dot Hack series, for sure. RE4 preview disc on the N64. We also got...
That's not the special edition.
Oh, wait. Oh, that is quite nice right there. Okay, let's check out some... We got some... Oh, wait, they're playing some gosh darn Donkey Kong Country music right now. My God, it's so good in here. They know what's up. Paper Mario, already own that bad boy. I think I paid $100 for it. Now it's $70 because you already know why. The remake came out, and I'm way overpaid for it. What do we got here? Nothing I'm really super interested in for the GameCube. What about the Wii? And the Wii U? Nothing really popping out there.
Still want Turbo?
No, I'm good. Turbo. Oh yeah, that's a rare game. That's got to be over $100 or something. You can't see the price on it, but it's somewhere around there. Okay, we got the Genesis. I do like to look at the Dreamcast games, but very rarely do they have it. There's not that many Dreamcast games. We got Buzz Lightyear for $40 bucks. Yeah, but there's no cover art. If it had cover art, I'd be more interested in it. But Echo the Dolphin? You kidding me? Right there? How much does that go for? I can't tell. There's also, so it's like I said at the first store, they're gonna keep their expensive stuff in the case, but this store around back, we got even more titles. So let's check out Star Ocean. It's following me. It's calling my name. I'm interested in it. Way of the Samurai 2, Ghost in the Shell, The Document of Metal Gear Solid 2. I have no idea what that is, but I like the art on it. It's pretty cool. Champions Norath. People call out that game quite often in our like comments and stuff. I've never owned it, never played it. It's interesting though. Already own a lot of these. Don't own any Puyo Puyo Fever games, but I've heard good things about them, generally speaking. What are we looking at? Shrek 2 on the on the game. We got some complete in box titles, $149 for Smash Bros. I'm not if it's a cardboard box, I think I'm almost universally out on doing a complete in box copy. The only thing that I would say that I'm very interested in is like my favorites, like a Donkey Kong Country 2 for the SNES complete in box. That's interesting to me. That's rather interesting.
What about this bad boy? Go.
Street Fighter 2?
Oh yeah.
Turbo. It is the right edition. But yeah, that's not honestly that bad. F-Zero. That's interesting. It wasn't crusty on the top. Dang. There's a lot of titles that like I just am waiting for the right one. F-Zero isn't one that pops up. Star Fox for the SNES is what pops up. I do own Lion King. Impossible game. Yeah, I played the first 2 levels. It's impossible. Games back in the day, man. We got Beavis and Butthead for the Sega Genesis right here, dude. Oh my god. Fire. Love that show. Fire. Okay, I'm interested in a few things here. I think I wanna see this copy. I do.
Toy Story Racer.
I'm actually interested in this title. The Disney games on the PS1 are actually really supposed to be very good, shockingly good. Getaway Black Monday.
You play the Goat yet?
Apparently that game's horrible. Yeah, I own it, but I have not played it. Dynasty Warrior here. Upper Arsenal's right here. That's all I have. It's always up your arsenal. It's never going commando like I'm looking for.
I love Up Your Arsenal.
it's a good one. Cool Borders 2001. Very interesting. We're gonna see you back at home, dude. We're gonna be heading back. We're gonna be going over what we got. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. All right, we're back. Let's see what we got. First in the bag here, we have The Adventure of Link, Zelda 2 gold cartridge. They also gave me this really gross manual. Honestly, I just wanted the cartridge, and this came with it, and it was pretty reasonably priced, but like it's pretty interesting right there. Oh, that's cool. That's some cool artwork. Okay. I mean, like, yeah. I'm glad I got this, not gonna lie. I wish it wasn't falling apart, but it's pretty good. This title is apparently not very good for what it is, but I own every console Zelda, I think, at this point, from NES all the way to Switch. So yeah, it's nice to fill out the collection there. I still got to get any of the portable ones. I have none on the DS. I have none on the 3DS. No, wait, I have Link Between Worlds. I still have not played that one though. So that is the first title there. Second title. What are we going with? Oh, we have Tekken 2. Did Nick bully me into buying this? Maybe a little bit. I already own Tekken 3. This is obviously complete in box. Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. We got the black bottom of the disc here, looking clean, looking slick. Look at that. That's Hihachi? Yes. I don't know who that is. I don't know much about Tekken, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. But apparently Tekken 2 and Tekken 3 are apparently the ones that people really kind of shout out as some of the best. So I wanted to get that in the collection. It was the right price too. I think it was like $20. So like we'll take that every day of the fucking week. Next up, we have Obscure. I'm covering up the sticker because we don't have any Goog on here, but it's struggling to get the sticker off. But this is a really cool, obscure horror title on the PlayStation 2, and I've been looking at this for a while. People shout out in our comments. Complete in box here. We're looking at nice small manual. Remember when we had manuals in games? We're going to be talking about those quite a bit when it comes to this show. But yeah, Obscure: The Aftermath. I think this is the second title you would imagine. It's a sequel to the first Obscure. All right, next up, this one's for me. This one's for nobody but me. I mean, these are all technically for me, but we have Rock Band Track Pack 2. They were hiding that the box is ripped under the sticker, so I'm a little bit upset about that, but it's okay. We got fantastic titles from the likes of Weezer, Avenged Sevenfold, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Fall Out Boy, and Smashing Pumpkins. You get Pixies. We're really rocking out here, and I love the PS2 version of these games because I love the PS2 controller, so this is my ideal way to play. And I've been playing the first Rock Band on PlayStation 2 for like a decade now, and it's kind of nice to have more tracks to play. So I recently picked up Track Pack 1, got Track Pack 2 in the collection now. Rock and roll. Let's do it. We have another NES title, Super C. As I understand it, this is another Contra game. This is what is available on the NES Classic. I was going to play this earlier this year, but now that I own it on the original NES, this copy is quite clean, quite nice. We're going to get to it eventually, play Contra, play Super C, and see if I get my teeth kicked in by this title. By NES, man, the NES titles just really go crazy when it comes to difficulty, so we'll get to that. Okay, now for the most expensive title of the day. We bought this at the first shop. I know I own nothing else in this series. Boom, that's going over there. We have Fatal Frame 3. Oh my goodness. You're taking pictures of ghosts in this game? Gosh darn it. Apparently it's really scary. This title is really, really expensive. It was $100 for this bad boy. But honestly, like, not too bad. I thought this was going to be more expensive. I think Fatal Frame 2 might be even more expensive. But also, complete in box. Look at that. My goodness gracious. Thick fucking manual right there. Really good quality disc here. Everything looks really kind of in pristine condition. Excited to play this one. We'll probably pick up 1 and 2 at Torg, maybe? If you're seeing this after, I might already own 1 and 2. But yeah, I'm really excited about playing this. I'm on a big horror kick because of Silent Hill 2. I just finished Silent Hill 2 remake on PlayStation 5, so it's exciting to get more horror titles. I feel like a lot of my collection has a lot of horror in it. We have Parasite Eve 2 on the back wall right there. That's one of them. My goodness, I just feel like, oh, we have Manhunt as well, which I guess is technically horror, even though it's not that scary. So yeah, that's all we got today. Or is it? Hand me this. The original Xbox console. It was really serendipitous, which I think I'm using that word right, because we were talking about it in the second store that I never see Xboxes in stores, and I would like to get one eventually. And then the third store, the last store we go to, they have a pristine Xbox original, and I'm like, okay, well, it's meant to be, obviously. This was only like $120, which isn't too bad. And if I'm gonna get the original Xbox, you know it's gonna come with the big boy. It's going to come with the Duke. This thing is quite nice as well. I was unaware that the original Xbox only had just 2 triggers on the background. There isn't an R2, L2. It's just the triggers. So that's interesting. But of course, we have to get some games with it. Okay, we got a couple of games here. We picked up Halo Game of the Year edition. It's all shiny. It's all beautiful. My goodness, this is like the 5th time I've bought this game, I feel like. But we have Halo here. Is it complete in box? Nick handed it to me off the shelf. It is indeed complete in box. Would you look at that? Really nice copy. Halo on the original Xbox. Got to start the collection somewhere. Halo. And to close it out here, the one that I'm most excited about, as I said, just played this on the remake. We have Silent Hill 2 Restless Dreams for the Xbox, which has, I think, some additional content in it. I know this isn't the best way to play it, but it is a lot cheaper. This is only $60 in comparison to the $160 that it's going to put you up for the PS2 version. I will eventually probably buy the PS2 version. Excited to get this in the collection. Really nice looking, complete in box. Would you look at that? Oh my goodness gracious. Silent Hill 2 now is one of my favorite games of all time when it comes to the remake. I'm really excited to play the original version, see what the differences are, see what the vibes are. I played the original a little bit on the PlayStation 2, so it's exciting to have this in the collection, exciting to have the Xbox, exciting to have Halo. We're getting into Team Green territory here with all the new Xbox stuff. So it's exciting. It's an exciting time. It's always exciting to get a new console in the repertoire, and you guys are along for the ride with me. This was your first episode of Recollecting Retro. If you want to leave a comment and kind of tell us what you think of the show, how you think we can improve it, what do you think, what did you like about it, just let us know. This was a lot of fun, taking you on my one of my passions, one of my favorite hobbies is going to these game stores, hanging out, peeling through everything, and kind of checking out what they got. We spent a lot today. These episodes are probably not going to be like this every single time, but I wanted to go all out for the first episode, so it was very exciting. So going over, we have Silent Hill 2, Halo Combat Evolved, Fatal Frame 3, Rock Band. We have Obscure. We have Super C. We have the Legend of Zelda Link's Adventure, the Adventure of Link rather, and we have Tekken 2, and of course the big beefy boy, the original Xbox. That was your first episode of Recollecting Retro. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for enjoying this. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, we'll see you on the next one.